Shalom, Yashala Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High Yahweh. I do so in the name of His only begotten Son, Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Yashar Allah. Kol haloyam la Yahweh bahasham Yahweh Shai bahasham harakha kodash. For blessing our elders with the spirit of truth, so that we may know. Shout out to the Akim and the Akwaf that's keeping the faith in the works. Y'all keep at it. This your brother Abaya coming at you with more precepts. It's the book of Psalms, chapter 64. And verse 1 says, to the chief musician, the Psalm of David, hear my voice, O power, in my prayer. Preserve my life from fear of the enemy. All right. Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity. It's a lot. So these devils, we all know, they plot, plan, and scheme pretty much 24/7, man, on ways to undermine the people, on ways to, especially Israel, you so-called blacks, you so-called Hispanics, and or Latinos, and you so-called Native Americans. You constantly on their mind. Right? They're constantly plotting on ways to destroy, the people, whether it be from the food, to legislation, which leads to prison or death, right? Depending on the mindset of the individual that comes in contact with those laws and the process that comes with it, right? I.e., your slave catchers, what goes on behind the prison walls. It's a lot. I said, from the food to the legislation to the quote unquote entertainment, which destroys minds, right? This devil is constantly plotting on people's destruction, and the people that this devil mainly focuses on is Yashar Allah, right? But don't get it twisted. This devil don't give a damn about his own people either, right? So, go to verse 5. Psalm 64 says, they encourage themselves in an evil matter. They commune of laying snares privily. They say, who shall see them? And the Most High has blessed our eyes to open so that we can see them, and not only see them, but call them out on their bull constantly, right? Night and day, like it's in the scriptures. Right? But an event happened, and really with no explanation, you see who's on the screen, right? Dude did a mass shooting in Maine, and I want to say he killed like 20 people. I could be wrong, but dude killed all them folk and then went on the run. They couldn't find him, which is astonishing to me, due to all this technology that Esau has, right? From the traffic cameras to the cameras on your phones to basically all forms of Big Brother. If you don't know what Big Brother is, check it out. Go Google it. Right? But they have all that, and this dude in Maine couldn't be found. Right? Then all of a sudden he just pop up, found. How they found him, I have no idea. With a self-inflicted wound that unalived himself. All of this sounds so suspicious. But like I always say, they got a mantra that they live by, and it's Ordo ab Chaos, order out of chaos. Right? They got something called MK Ultra. This is a real thing. Right? Mind control. These are facts. Look it up, man. Look this information up. Right? They can create a sleeper cell in a person. Well, this person don't even know what the hell he doing. Right? They take this man and take him through so much torment that it unlocks another side of this person's brain. And when that other side unlocks, they shove information inside of it, which is basically on some assassin shit. Right? And then, like with hypnosis, just click the other side back. But that other side is unlocked with a certain term or a certain phrase. That person does what he does, and yeah. Right? But like I said, it's fast, man. You can look out. Look up MK Ultra. They ain't making it up. They got it on the books. So, what was the purpose? Right? What is the purpose of all the different mass shootings? Because it happened every year. Right? It ain't like this one event came out of left field and, oh my goodness, they never do mass shootings. Nah, it's become a normal thing in the daughter of Babylon for mass shootings to happen. But why? Let's let this video play. I'll be back.
Liberals, of course, prefer to dwell on shootings that occur every weekend in places like Chicago or Oakland or Baltimore. No, of course they don't. Well, places with tough gun laws have huge crime problems in the United States. But of course, if there's a horrible shooting committed by a crazed lunatic in small town America, as we have now, they're going to jump on the opportunity to try to take guns out of the hands of law-abiding citizens.
We must continue to speak truth about the moment we are in. Gun violence has terrorized and traumatized so many of our communities in this country. And let us be clear, it does not have to be this way, as our friends in Australia have demonstrated.
Now, let's take a look at what Australia has actually done. In 1996, the country launched a huge crackdown on gun ownership, outlawing automatic and semi-automatic rifles and shotguns. They also launched a mandatory nationwide gun buyback. More than 640,000 guns were destroyed that year. In order to own a gun in Australia, you need to have a, quote, genuine reason for having one. And to go even further, they are right now trying to create a national gun registry. Joining me now is Colleen Noir, Second Amendment advocate and attorney. Colleen, is Kamala signaling a gun grab? As their dream is a gun grab in the United States. Is that not true?
No, that's absolutely true. She was even asked one time during an interview if she believed in a mandatory buyback, which is basically euphemism for a confiscation. And she basically said, yes, that's exactly what I want to do. But they like to use these euphemisms to fool a lot of people in the masses so they don't realize that a gun buyback, a mandatory gun buyback, is literally a gun confiscation, which is exactly what they did in Australia. They call it a buyback, but it was mandatory, which is a confiscation.
So it's just the semantic game that they're playing. What was interesting, Colleen, today, and looking through the coverage of what was happening, these horrific killings in Maine, is individuals who were barricaded in their homes would come out and talk to police and come out and talk to the media. And so many of them were saying, thank you for being here to the police. I wish I owned a firearm. I saw that 3 or 4 times today. And I think when people feel vulnerable, they wish they could defend themselves.
Yeah, see, the irony is Maine is considered, the second most safest state in the country. And they also are considered one of the most pro-gun states in the country. The thing is, though, when you live in a very safe environment, sometimes we get lulled into complacency. And we think that we're safe because we feel safe, which doesn't necessarily mean you are safe. And then when you start to realize that, maybe I should have a firearm, it usually happens when it's too late. And so that's why you have individuals now saying, well, now there's a manhunt going on and the police don't know where he is. And now you're at home, you don't have a firearm and you have no means to protect yourself, and neither can the police because they're too busy looking for the guy. So that's the one thing that I've always tried to hammer on people with respect to the Second Amendment. It's there to give you the ability to protect you and your family. And I just wish that people would understand that. But because of the semantics and the games that the left likes to play with respect to the Second Amendment, they fall into this belief system that nobody needs a firearm until you do. And then at that point, it's too late.
No, I'm not saying, everybody's supposed to have, you, according to the word, you're supposed to have a gun. I ain't saying that nonsense at all. Scripture says, if you live by the sword, you'll die by the sword. But I will say all of this is quite suspicious, right? As of late, I don't even know this dude's name, but it's this quote unquote Israelite. I don't even know if he's an Israelite for real. I saw his, channel picture, right? Like mine is a lion. He has a channel picture, that looks like some old terrorist crap. You know what I'm saying? It's green, with two swords, Aramaic, language in between the sword. It looks like something that Israel dealing with. When I say Israel, I'm talking about the state of, right? And the main thing that this quote unquote Israelite was advocating was gun ownership, and how people need to, go stock up on weapons and, go to the range and, learn how to shoot, so forth, so on. And all of this, like I said, man, all of this is for a reason. All of this is for a reason. This devil moves strategically when it comes to the wickedness and his plots. Like, best believe that, right? So what looks to be happening, and it's been this way, because like I said, this ain't the first mass shooting that happened in the daughter of Babylon. It's gotten to the point to where now, really, the people done kind of got numb to it, right? Because it happens so often. But it's a purpose behind it, man. All right? Scripture tells us about an event. And this event, if it happens, well, it's a lot. When it happens, if the people have firearms, it's going to be way more chaotic than needs be. But let me tell you about this event. It's the book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 15, and verse 14. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh. And one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hands. Right? So this devil is trying to take them swords so that they can go ahead and, rile up the people, right? Let the people self-destruct. Because that's what it's all about, man. All of this is about a new digital world order, and they can't have everybody in this new digital world order. Rebellion is not welcome in this new digital world order, right? And according to man, right, in a carnal sense, what's the tool for rebellion? It's the sword. What's the modern day sword? It's the gun. So Esau Edom is trying to take them out of people's hands so they can go ahead and do what they do. Right? But scripture just said it's going to be civil war in this place, man. It's going to be utter chaos in these streets. And this may be, right, the thing that catapults that. They may say, you know what, Australia doing it. They had to bring that up. It's policy in somewhere else that has done this and it works. But Australia ain't the daughter of Babylon. The daughter of Babylon literally got in their laws, right? In their original laws at that, right? Those amendments, the first sect, those are the original policies, original laws of the daughter of Babylon that says the people can own guns. They can have that. They can have weapons, right? I told you before, they inching at that Constitution, man. Slowly but surely, right? They inching at it, boss. Right? They say you can have gun ownership. All right, technically, yeah, but you can't have this, that, and the third. That's them slowly taking that little piece of paper apart. Yeah, you got freedom of speech, but you can't speak on this, that, and the third. They slowly but surely taking it apart. Why? Because that Constitution ain't got nothing to do with the new digital world order. All right? Let me finish this out, man. 2 Esdras chapter 15 and verse 16. It says, "For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. And they shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. For because of their pride, the cities shall be troubled. The houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid." Right? You got people kicking in doors, and some individuals that then gave over the weapon, right? Trying to putting their trust in the daughter of Babylon, instead of putting your trust in Yahweh Shemi Shai, because I care nothing about them conversating no weapon. For real, who cares, right? Psalm 27 tells, matter of fact, let me read this right quick. The book of Psalm, chapter 27 and verse 1. It says, a psalm of David, Yahweh is my light and my salvation. Whom shall I fear? Yahweh is the strength of my life. Of whom shall I be afraid? When the wicked, even mine enemies and my foes, came upon me to eat up my flesh, they stumbled and fell. Though an host should encamp against me, my heart shall not fear. Though war should rise against me, in this will I be confident. One thing have I desired, O Yahweh, that will I seek after, that I may dwell in the house of Yahweh all the days of my life, to behold the beauty of Yahweh and to inquire in his temple. That's what we fear. We fear Yahweh, man. That's our strength. Our strength is Yahweh. Our strength is not in no weapons. And with that, I'm not saying if you got a weapon, you wicked, because I got a weapon myself. Somebody come in this house on some nonsense, hey, you're going to have to take it up with the Lord, man, when you meet him. All I can say. Right? But my trust ain't in that weapon, man. All right? Most High may have that weapon in here, and it may not even work when need be. I'm not trusting in that. I trust in Yahweh Shemi Shai. Right? I fear Yahweh Shemi Shai. But the average person in this world, they don't. That's why the Most High got this devil coming at them weapons. Right? What did the Most High say? Let me see. Matter of fact, let me go there right quick. Jeremiah. I think it's chapter 2, verse 28. It says, "But where are thy gods?" Right? Gods is Elohim, or powers. Right? Where are thy gods or powers that thou hast made thee? Let them arise, if they can save thee in the time of thy trouble. For according to the number of thy cities are thy gods, O Judah. Right? So a lot of the Most High's people look at a weapon as their power. That's the thing that gives them strength. That's the thing that allows them to walk around with their chest poked out because they got a sword, and walk around all tough and, you know what I'm saying, like unstoppable individual because they got a sword. And most I say, okay, bet. That's the thing that gives you that strength, that pride about yourself. That's that thing that strengthens your spirit. Let it save you when that time comes. Right? And it ain't gonna be easy, because I'm gonna send the devil at you to take away a lot of y'all weaponry. I'm gonna put the laws on y'all so that if you got that, it's gonna be harder for you. Right? The Most High ain't playing, man. He coming, man. Call her Loyam La Yahweh Shemi Shai. The daughter of Babylon is falling. Right? And the Most High is showing himself to the world more and more until ultimately he shows himself through his son as he returns back to save his elect from the four corners of the earth. Right? But before that happens, all hell got to break loose on this earth. And that's what we witnessing. That's what we witnessing in the so-called Middle East. That's what we witnessing with these policies. That's what we witnessing with these different pestilences and plagues. Right. That's what we witnessing with how the earth is reacting. Right. Meaning the droughts. Right. The different fires. Right. Different earthquakes in diverse places. All of this is for a reason. Right. All of this is for a reason, man. So 2nd Esdras chapter 15 and verse 19, it says, a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. Behold, saith power, I will call together all the kings of the earth to reverence me, which are from the rising of the sun, from the south, from the east, and Lebanus, to turn themselves one against another and repay the things that they have done to them. Who's the them? Is us. Right? Like as they do yet this day unto my chosen, so will I do also, in recompense in their bosom, thus saith Yahweh power, man. It's going down. If you can't see it, you lost in the sauce. And you know, you gotta have to take it up with the Lord. As for the elect, they can see everything that's going on. And man, maintain the faith, maintain your spirit. All right, stay locked in with Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, and Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai Ratazah. We're enduring to the end and be saved, man. So with that, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai Ratazah, these precepts in this video were edifying. Kol Holoyim La Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai Bahasham Harakah Kodash Shalom Yashalom.